Hi, this is Charles Bisbee from Channel 9 News talking about a new pest that's emerged, the Q-type whitefly. There are two main types of which we are concerned, both dubbed the sweet potato whitefly or the Bemisia tabaci. Type B is found in West Asia, whereas Type Q is found in the Mediterranean. They both have a total life cycle of approximately 3 weeks. They start off as eggs, which hatch into nymphs that crawl for approximately 1 week, and after finding a feeding site, they lose their ability to walk and insert their mouth parts into leaves to feed off the sap. The mobile nymphs pupate in over 16 days. They emerge as the very minute whitefly that is causing us problems today. Adults are typically seen as pairs, with the females being larger than the males. The Q biotype whitefly is more concerning than the B type, as it is the only one with a higher resistance to pesticides. We'll now move to Belinda, our field expert, to talk more about the biology and the taxonomy of the Q type whitefly.
Thank you, Charles. Now let's talk about the taxonomy and the biotype of the whitefly. It belongs to the kingdom Animalia. The phylum is Arthropoda, the class is Insect, and the order Hemiptera. Breaking it down a little further, you will also know that it belongs to the Alirodidae superfamily of the Sternorhyncha suborder. There are 3 biotypes to the whitefly. 1 is A, 2 is B, and 3 is the Q type. Now, a biotype is a race of species that has a genetic difference. In the case of the Q biotype of the sweet potato whitefly, Bemisia tabaci, it is very important biotype because this one is virtually immune to insect growth regulators and has a reduced susceptibility to pesticides. I am Belinda Breville reporting. Now back to you, Charles.
Thank you, Belinda. We'll now cut to our field reporter, Mary, who will discuss the origins of the whitefly.
The Q biotype of Bemisia tabaci is thought to have originated from the Mediterranean region. This invasive species is suspected to have been introduced unintentionally from human transport of infected host plants. In the United States, the first known specimens were collected from poinsettia plants at a retail outlet in December of 2004 as part of a pesticide resistance monitoring program in Arizona. In March 2005, scientists confirmed and verified that the Q biotype was found in the United States for the first time. It has since been confirmed in 25 states throughout the United States and is considered to be a pest in every continent except Antarctica.
Thank you, Mary. Those insects sure sound like pests to me. We'll now cut to Alexander, who will tell us a little bit more about the environmental and economic impacts this Q-type whitefly can have.
Thank you, Charlie. The Q-type whitefly is considered to be a pest in every continent except Antarctica. Bemisia in particular is widely polyphagous, feeding on over 500 species of plants in 74 families. Its hosts include vegetable field and ornamental crops, particularly tomatoes, peppers, squash, cucumbers, beans, eggplants, watermelon, and cabbage. Ornamental crops, especially susceptible to whitefly damage, include the poinsettia, hibiscus, ivy, gervera daisy, lantana verbena, and garden chrysanthemum. By injecting enzymes into plants and removing the sap, whiteflies reduce the vigor of the plant. Honeydew secretions from the insect also promote growth of mold, which reduces plant quality. The most common feeding damage symptoms from the whitefly include chlorotic spots, yellowing of leaves, shedding, and plant death. Increased overall pesticide activity takes place in areas in which the pest can be found, which has a direct impact on the local environment. Speaking economically, this can end up costing millions of dollars annually in plant damage. It is considered to be a major invasive species worldwide, and reports from the Keys all the way to Palm Beach County indicate that the whitefly populations are reaching unprecedented levels, which may lead to more agriculture and economic damage.
Thanks, Alexander. Whitefly management is not unique in the reality that pesticides tend to be the most common tool used by growers. Imidacloprid insecticides have long been a staple in the spray program as well. Newer insecticide formulations have also shown promise since coming to the market. Insect growth regulators have become more effective in the management of the whitefly, demonstrating efficiency in driving down insect populations. The whitefly is most vulnerable when newly hatched and as an adult to chemical pest management applications. Growers have incorporated various biological controls in an attempt to mitigate the damage to the crops. It is also a certainty that the agriculture industry will evolve as resistance to chemical controls becomes more pervasive. Whiteflies have demonstrated an ability to become resistant to various insecticide compounds, most notably imidacloprid, which is the neonicotinoid class. Growers will need to utilize an active pest scouting program and a rotation of insecticides to control whiteflies if a chemical control program will be utilized alone. As growers continue to combat whitefly pressure, it is likely that integrated pest management programs will incorporate the usage of chemical control agents such as insecticides and insect growth regulators along with biological controls and physical barriers being used to restrict access to the affected crops. This is Charlie Bisbee, signing off.